I did not recognize I had a problem until I was an empty nester. So I was in my 50s before I really had to take a look at it. To be honest with you, it was not a DUI that was enough to stop me. Even after a DUI, I was handheld through the process, which was not pretty and not easy, but it wasn't enough to stop me. I ended up going to treatment because I was asked by my husband to make some life-changing steps after causing destruction at a party that he had hosted for Christmas. I basically shut the party down, did a lot of verbal damage, woke up the next morning feeling the residuals of that, and made a decision with him that I had to get help. I didn't know what to expect, as probably no one who enters treatment for the very first time would know what to expect. But I do know that within a week of being here that I had made the right choice and that I was really in good care. My best experience was making the friendships that I made with the women that I was living in the house with over on the island. We bonded shortly after arriving. We fortunately arrived almost at the same time, and to this day we have remained very close. They are three of my closest friends. We travel together every year. We're here together for the reunion, and I cherish those friendships because we all understand where each other is coming from. Well, in my case, and anybody that chooses to go to Headwaters, having possession of my devices, my telephone, my iPad, being able to be in constant contact with my family, should I need to be, that was very important to me, and it was important to my husband as well. That was one of the main reasons that I chose Headwaters. The other reason is because it's not a extremely large program. It's on a small enough scale that you feel that you are getting that personal attention on a daily basis all day long. Has anything changed since I left Headwaters? Yeah, everything's changed. My relationship with my children and my hope for the future for me. I got to the point where I no longer thought it was possible to grow as a human being. It wasn't until I became sober that I recognized that you can start growing at any point in your life. It's your choice whether to let that process continue. And it's just such an amazing feature of becoming sober when you recognize the fact that you're 60 years old and you're growing leaps and bounds every year because of the choice you've made. I'd say the number one thing Headwaters gave me back was my self-esteem. I didn't have to be a broken person. I did not have defects that I couldn't work on, that anything that I needed to work on, I could, and I could change it. And when you start taking those baby steps of addressing your defects and you start getting your self-esteem back, there's nothing better than that. I mean, just to look in the mirror and want to continue to look and not turn away is, it's enormous.